We are going to talk about don'ts in immigration. Before I continue, please subscribe to our channel, click on the notification button, and don't forget to share with your friends. This is Shah from the Shah Law Group. I'm the managing attorney of the law group for almost 19 years now, and we have been serving the community strong for all those years. I apologize for the sunglasses. It's just like I'm having some issues with lights with my eyes, so I apologize for that at the outset. Now we're going to talk about what you should not do, not what you should do. So first of all, whenever you're doing a case, especially if you are in a family petition, marriage petition, you're going for an interview, I want you to clean your social media. There are a lot of things there that will play against you. For one, if you're getting married, you forgot to update your social media, you still have your old boyfriend or girlfriend there, you don't want to have that there, okay? For two, your political views, your political opinions, and many of things that can really not be appreciated by the officer, because the first thing they're going to do is to check your social media. Number two, when you go for the interview, make sure you dress casually, properly, in a decent way. Of course, I'm not trying to tell people how to dress, but just make sure, because if the officer is a conservative person, things might not turn in your favor. Number three, whenever you're going for an interview, make sure you have your documents very well organized, so that when the officer asks you for any of them, you know where they are. You don't want to go around and try to find this. Now, oh, it's there. No, well, some officers will be okay, but you don't want to waste their time. They have so many cases, they have only few minutes, well, maybe 1 hour on your case, they have to move on, so please help them, make it easy on them. Number three, I mentioned that, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, don't rely on forums for your information, okay? You might get experience from there, people can write their opinions, but the law, you have to rely on a lawyer. Even on this YouTube channel, what I'm talking to you about is purely informational, right? It's educational and informational. We don't give you that as legal advice, right? So how can someone non-lawyer give legal advice? And I mentioned that in another video. Just don't, okay? This is a big don't, because I get calls from people all over the place telling me about things that, hey, you know what, I saw this on this social media, I saw this on this forum. Well, sometimes they give good stuff, but most of the time they're bad, and they will actually get you more stressed, and it won't help your case. Then we are going to talk number four about the other don't. We don't want you, when you go to your interview, for example, or you're preparing your case, you don't want to have a situation where you don't know about the facts of your case. Because many times people will go, for example, an asylum interview, and they don't really know because the lawyer wrote it or something like that. No, you should know your case. You need to be remembering, because we are humans. We tend to forget things, right? So refresh your memory before you go, because you don't want to go there and look like a fool. Worse, lose your case just because you are giving the wrong information. The other thing that many people do, and they should not do, they talk too much, okay? Remember, you speak when you are spoken to, and you answer the point of the question. You don't want to go all over the place to answer something, and that will really hurt you in the future, okay? For example, if I ask you, what time did you wake up this morning? You don't want to say, you know what, I had breakfast at 7, I took a shower at 6, so I probably wake up at 5. No, just say 5, right? This is the way things are done, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you will contradict yourself, because you're giving out too much information out there. Remember, silence is golden sometimes, and in this case, giving too much information will hurt you and will end up by making your case worse. Then listen to your lawyer, very, very important, last not least. If the lawyer is telling you something, you got to listen to it. Many times I go for cases in court or for an interview, I tell the clients, you know, there are certain things you don't have to volunteer. These are private. That's why you have a lawyer. But some people feel good to talk. Well, this is not the time to talk. You go talk on a show, you go talk on the radio, you call someone, you talk to your psychologist, but you don't go there and talk, right? And tell things that are totally irrelevant but will hurt you ultimately. So these are just few tips, or I should say few don'ts that you should not do when you're doing your immigration case. I kind of mixed a lot of things together, but I'll go more precise on each one of them. For example, we're going to go into marriage interview, we're going to go into asylum interviews, we're going to go into citizenship interviews, and we actually have few videos on our YouTube channel. Please check them. I'll put the link below. We have one for basically the citizenship interview. We even have a reenactment for marriage interview. We have you name it. So please subscribe to this channel, ask your friends to share. And again, this is Shah Peerally. I'll be back with another video. And remember, everything I'm telling you today is totally informational. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And our phone number is 510-742-5887. Thank you.